If anyone is wondering where my mental health is at right now, these are the tabs I have open on my laptop. My own email, an application for a job I'm filling out, Tumblr, a 43-minute long YouTube video called The Best of Griffin McElroy, top surgery videos, the Wikipedia for Crondic thighs, I don't know how to pronounce it, like sharks and stuff, and then a story about a woman getting eaten by an alligator, so, you know. Hey guys, Fletcher here, and this is going to be an update video on a couple of things that happened. So first off, I am close to hitting 18 months on T, which is pretty exciting, so I figured I would just tell you about everything that has happened since a year on T, which is not much, honestly. I'm still getting misgendered, which sucks. I got misgendered most recently like 3 days ago. I don't know why. My mum was confused because I don't think she'd been with me since it had happened for a while, but yeah, wild. I've been growing out my facial hair, so I have a fair bit. I'll show you. So I think I've noticed some changes in my facial hair since I last grew it out, which was November last year. I think I'm finally starting to get more here, like in the cheek area, which is good, so I'm not just getting kind of like a neck beard and looking like my dad, who has a goatee. It's still not like great. I am gonna shave after this video. Other than that, nothing much. I don't know if my voice has dropped again, it might have. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. 18 months, so. The more exciting thing is that this week I had my first consultation for top surgery down in Manchester. I know, the top surgery place in the UK is in a place called Manchester. God is funny. I had never been to Manchester before, so me and my mum went down the day before and stayed the night and then went to the hospital. I'm not great with doctors and medical stuff, and I'm gonna make a whole video about being trans and not being okay with doctors and medical stuff probably after I've had the surgery, but yeah, I was very nervous for a lot of the day because I thought they were gonna take my blood, which is something that can usually get a panic attack out of me, but they didn't, so that was nice. Really, it was a fairly short meeting. I met the surgeon who's gonna do it, Miss Brits, I think her name was, and she seemed very nice and good at her job, and I was sitting there, and I'm pretty sure she's a consultant, which I think is like a step above doctor, so they're not called like Dr. Brits, it's Miss, but they're actually above. I don't really know, I might be completely talking out my ass here. But basically I was sitting in this room with someone who has gone to school for so long and done so much work and knows their way around like what's going on here more than I do, and I was like, you are probably the smartest person I've ever shared a room with. So we just chatted, we talked about, you know, when did I first start feeling uncomfortable in my chest and how long have I been on testosterone for, and do I have a history of breast cancer in my family and that kind of stuff. And then she talked me through the procedure, what she's gonna do, gave me some nice diagrams. She asked things like, did I mind how big the scars were? Did I mind if I kept my nipples? I don't know why anyone would be like, no, I'd rather not have them, but maybe someone, I don't know. And then I got my top off and she had a little look and a feel, just to see what she would be doing. She took some measurements. Lefty's bigger than my righty. And then I got sent away to another part of the hospital that was like 5 miles away because this is the biggest hospital I've ever been in. And then I had to get my top off again, and someone took some pictures so that Mr. Brits could look at them and plan what she was gonna do in the meantime before my next meeting. So we did that. It was weird. It felt like I was like in a photo shoot, like they had the proper white background and the big light boxes, and she would be like, okay, can you turn to light source A, turn to light source B, like with her camera. which I think is the same camera I'm using right now. So it felt weirdly like non-medical, especially because the part of the hospital it was in was like its own separate tiny building with like just us in it, as far as I could tell. Anyway, TLDR, your boy took his first nudes. And then that was the entire appointment, and I made another one for October, and then I'm done. My card ran out of space, I had to delete some stuff, I'm back. So I made another appointment for October, and I think that one is going to be with the nurses, so I feel like that will be the one where they like take my blood and stuff, check I don't have any bugs. But yeah, that's my next appointment, and I think then I'll just be slated in for surgery. I think it's just 2 appointments. She couldn't give me much of a specific timeline. She said it definitely wouldn't be within the end of this year, which I was not hoping for. So probably sometime in 2019, which would be good. I'd prefer to have it in summer so that I wouldn't have to take time off university or anything, but I understand that they are under quite a lot of strain at the minute and the waiting times are pretty long. I know a couple of people who are either going in for top surgery or have had their top surgery, so I know like not to get too excited about how fast it's gonna happen. But that's good, honestly, because like I said, I might need some mental time to prepare. If I got like a cancellation, they're like, come down and we'll do it tomorrow, I probably wouldn't, because I'm not ready yet. So yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to talk about. 18 months on T and my top surgery consultation. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I will see you at some point. Goodbye.